Your life in their hands. Who doesn't love a medical thriller series? I'm Stephen Archibald, and in this podcast episode, I'll be reviewing the ITV drama Malpractice. Hello, and welcome to my podcast, They Came From Within, Cult Movie Reviews. Malpractice is a rather fine 5-part drama which premiered on ITV in the UK on Sunday the 23rd of April of this year. The whole series was released online by ITVX that same evening. The Irish actress Niamh Algar is her usual brilliant self in the central role of Dr. Lucinda Edwards. Lucinda's an experienced A&E doctor whose life falls apart spectacularly during a particularly strenuous shift. After having someone temporarily point a gun in her face and threaten to kill her, Lucinda has to quickly make decisions regarding two high-risk patients. One being a teenage gunshot victim, the other a young woman who's overdosed on opioids. Dr. Edwards manages to save the former, but her handling of the patient who died is soon called into question. The MIU, the Medical Investigation Unit, send in Dr. Norma Callahan and Dr. George Ajay to investigate. They need to ascertain whether the deceased, Edith Owusu, could have been saved, and whether or not Dr. Edwards is culpable for any failings. Lucinda's difficult working relationship with the junior doctor, Ramia Morgan, complicates matters further. Already under immense pressure, Lucinda also finds herself linked to sinister events concerning her former med school supervisor, Dr. Rob Thornbury, who's played by Douglas Hansel. This absorbing drama provides the viewer with plenty of nifty twists and revelations. Malpractice was written by Grace Ofori-Atta, who worked as a doctor for over 10 years, so she's certainly experienced plenty of high drama on the wards herself. Funnily enough, the quality Irish actress Helen Behan, who portrays the dogged Dr. Norma Callahan, was once a nurse. Helen, who puts on a convincing English accent in this drama, has already worked with her countrywoman Niamh Algar on the acclaimed Channel 4 drama The Virtues from 2019. Sticking with Niamh, apart from The Virtues, her other high-profile TV achievements include roles in the Richard Gere BBC drama Mother, Father, Son from 2019 and the Channel 4 drama Deceit from 2021. In the latter, she portrayed Sadie Byrne, the policewoman who attempted to trick Colin Stagg into confessing to the murder of the unfortunate Rachel Nickell in 1992. Miss Algar received a BAFTA Best Actress nomination for her creative efforts. As part of her preparation for the role of Dr. Edwards, Niamh joined the night shift at London's St Thomas's Hospital. She got to shadow an A&E consultant and was amazed by how the staff could sustain such a heavy workload. Right now, in the UK, we are living in troubling times when it comes to our National Health Service, where doctors and nurses feel they have to strike in order to ultimately save it. This drama does not focus on such concerns directly, But the immense difficulties that the NHS constantly faces in the sinister shadow of COVID is very much in evidence. Decisions have to be made quickly. Choices can sometimes be limited. And that is before you factor in such matters as accountability, responsibility, and blame. This drama presents these dilemmas in various shades of grey. Absolutely nothing is simply black or white. Thankfully, such weighty concerns are wrapped up in a pacey thriller format. I love shows which feature a conspiracy plot, and Malpractice has a compelling one. Lucinda's situation is exacerbated by the fact that she is trying to hide and manage an addiction to diazepam, which just heightens her experiences of discomfort and paranoia. It's all so beautifully done. The acting all round is great. And it was nice to see veteran actors James Purevoy and Brian Bovell among the cast. The suave James Purevoy, recently seen in such dramas as A Discovery of Witches, Pennywise and Sex Education, plays Lucinda's mentor, Dr. Leo Harris. And Brian Bovell, who was great in the BBC comedy series Gimme Gimme Gimme, playing a square, middle-class neighbour to Kathy Burke's earthy, working-class lead character, is heartbreaking here, as Edith's grieving father, Sir Anthony Owuzu. His courtroom scenes are highly impressive, deftly conveying anger, frustration and grief. The assured direction on Malpractice was carried out by the Liverpudlian actor and director Philip Barantini. Having acted in Chernobyl and The Responder in recent times, Barantini received much praise for directing the short and feature-length versions of the movie Boiling Point, starring the fab Stephen Graham. Incidentally, Graham starred in The Virtues with both Niamh Algar and Helen Behan. This drama also features a few up-and-coming stars. Jordan Kwame portrays the MIU doctor, George Ajay. Priyanka Patel plays Ramia Morgan, the junior doctor who rubs Dr. Edwards up the wrong way. And Scott Chambers plays a fellow junior doctor, Oscar Beatty. And it was quite interesting to show the viewer the subtle ways in which the young professional men, George and Oscar, were drawn towards the beautiful blonde doctor with the beguiling accent. Shall we say, they are instinctively ready to believe her before any evidence is forthcoming. Prior to devising and writing the script for Malpractice, Grace Oforiatta was one of the chief writers on the Idris Elba comedy series In the Long Run. She also wrote one of the episodes of the spoof series Urban Myths, the one about the unique singer Grace Jones, entitled Grace Under Pressure. And Miss Oforiatta has penned at least one episode of the upcoming TV adaptation of Boiling Point. It's safe to say she has a great career ahead of her. The moody music was provided by Aaron May and David Ridley, and events flow seamlessly due to the editing by Alex Fountain and Tommy Boulding. The cinematographer, Matthew Lewis, provided the often dark, noiresque visuals. Malpractice was filmed in Leeds and in Shipley in Bradford. World Productions served as its main production company. The heading for Lucy Mangan's TV review of Malpractice for The Guardian, dated Sunday the 23rd of April, sums it up perfectly. A beautifully written drama about the NHS's hidden dangers, Malpractice comes highly recommended by me, and its interrogation scenes alone will give you the same buzz you get from such haloed sequences in Line of Duty. If you haven't seen it yet, please do so, but brace yourself first. I'm Stephen Archibald, and thank you for listening to my podcast, They Came From Within, Cult Movie Reviews. Please feel free to follow or subscribe to my podcast online. Take care of yourself, and bye-bye for now.